Hey there Pisces, welcome to a weekly tarot reading. This one is for August 21st to the 27th. Let's jump on in and see what's on the cards for you. Just to let you know, if you wouldn't mind just hitting that like button, Pisces, and think about dropping me a comment. You might want to hit subscribe as well. Everything is based on engagement in YouTube these days, so it doesn't really matter, how many videos you make, that type of thing, and people aren't engaging with them, then they just don't go anywhere and it just becomes very unsustainable to produce the free content. So I would love that if you could do that for me. And also a few other things, if you would like a personal reading or healing, the first link down below will take you to my website where you can check them out. Grab my free Learn Tarot Quick Guide, that's linked down below if you'd like to get started interpreting the cards for yourself. It's a powerful skill to have if you want to learn all the basics, as well as my signature process for reading the cards. Fab if you would like to start doing readings for a side hustle or something like that. We can all do with extra cash and becoming, more self-actualized in our employment. You will find the link to the initiation, my signature course, down below as well. And join me on Instagram for daily readings and lots of different content happening over there. Lots of different personal shares, etc. Okay, announcements over. I am going to jump into your reading now. Pisces, I start these readings with my favorite oracle deck, Moonology, and I have It's Time to Take Action, Pisces, new moon in Aries. Okay, so new moon energy. There's a new beginning that is sparking here, okay, and that is set to become a fire if you put some energy into it. Is it a new romance? Is it a new job? Do you want to relocate? Are you wanting to go through a self-transformation? A health journey, a glow up, I don't know, it could be different for all of you, but it's time to take action. You Pisces are fantastic at having the visions and, the dreaming and the scheming and the manifesting, but you're being asked to embody fire energy to really make them a reality. Otherwise it just really remains latent potential, doesn't it? Aries energy, yeah, it's really the first zodiac sign, so it's about going first, taking the first step, the bold move, and oftentimes the universe is sort of waiting for us to do that before it sort of rolls out that red carpet for us. Oh, okay. The major arcana is out. These are the big themes, big life lessons, and I've drawn another fire energy for you. Strength, the card of Leo. We happen to be in Leo season still, and of course we went through Lionsgate on the 8th of the 8th, where we had a massive activation of the Leo energy. Now Leo is about strength, courage, determination to follow the call of the heart, okay? So we have time to take action on a new beginning. That's a calling of the heart. Have strength, courage, and bravery to move forward with that. Let's see where this is going. Pisces, I'm going to get the full spread out here and we'll get the cards out and then we'll read them as a whole. So situational energy is another fire energy, Sagittarian energy with the Knight of Wands. So this is all about movement energy. Let's get that passion going. Let's get enthusiastic. Let's meet that potential. Let's see what your challenge is. King of Pentacles. Okay, a Taurus energy there, and can be around finances, can be around security, stability, contracts, comfort zones. All right. Wheel of Fortune. That's in your advice, right? And the universe wants to shift you, wants to shift you into your next cycle, wants to expand your reality in some way. All right, outcome for you. Three of Swords. Often when we close one door, it requires a bit of a ripping off of the band-aid, and I think that's why we have the resistance here. Three of Swords can be painful, but it's a 3 for a reason, because 3 is the number of creation and rebirth. It's the number of the Empress, okay? All right. The Sun, I've drawn another Leo energy. There's just so much fire energy in this reading already. So we've got the Sun and we've got the Knight of Wands here in the situational energy. Now, we're looking here, it's time to take action towards a new beginning. We have a disappointment, loss, or a severing of ties that is a component here, which I think is having you really consider, should I be doing this? Is it the right time? How will I go through that process? I'm going to have to let somebody down, that sort of thing. But your guides are giving you a huge green light to move forward, Pisces. They're actually saying, look, the future is very bright. This is where your true potential, your true growth, your true healing, your true results really, really lie. And Leo season is the time that you're being encouraged to make this move. Like, this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is destined timing for you, okay? And it's time to fire up. It's time to fire up into action. Knight of Wands is somebody who's not looking back, and then moving into new territory, uncharted territory. And that can bring out fears as well, like fears of the unknown and that sort of thing. But we all know that usually the growth, change and result that we want is outside of our comfort zone, and we have to often make difficult decisions to leave behind, situations that, even though there might be some security there, aren't giving us those results. If we want to meet that potential, we do have to keep moving forward, right? And that's what you have here, to overcome the blocks and challenges and move forward. And the future looks very bright if we do. Now, your challenge is the King of Pentacles, right? Now, some of you might need finance to move on, might need a new home to move on to. You might be waiting on a decision maker here with the King of Pentacles. I'm also feeling a little bit of the golden handcuff situation here, which is like if you're leaving behind whether it's a relationship or a job, it does provide for you in some way. It could actually provide security, finance or safety or a home or, something like that. And that can become the golden handcuffs because it keeps us trapped. But there's a cost for that payoff, and that cost, I think, is your true happiness. Maybe you're, carving out your own way and feeling self-actualized in that way. You've got the High Priestess coming through with that. And I think you know that, right? You already know that. I mean, you're very perceptive. You're very intuitive anyway, Pisces. Now, the thing about the High Priestess is that she's this energy of all will be revealed. So I've got a very strong indicator that if you move forward and onto this new beginning, that, things are going to be full of positive growth for you and results. But, we don't have that guarantee when we take the change or take the leap. We have to trust the intuition. And the High Priestess says, well, look, I'm not going to tell you exactly how that's going to go, because if I told you some of the challenges that you'd face along the way, then you wouldn't take the journey. But what I am going to tell you is that will be outweighed with growth and results, because every new journey is going to have hurdles and, it's going to involve learning curves and all of those kinds of things. So, yeah, High Priestess, she's saying, come on, let's move forward based on the feeling and the intuition, because that's part of the lesson being taught here. The advice is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is always turning, right? Always turning, but you need to consciously catch a ride with it. You've probably heard me say, Pisces, that my personal belief is that we incarnate or are born here on Earth with a plan for our lives that we have made with our spirit team before we incarnate. And in that plan, we agree to have the parents that we have because they're the best teachers for us. We agree to have certain relationships, be put in certain situations to grow and evolve our soul, and that's what we're here for. So when the Wheel of Fortune comes in, it's usually about being moved or shifted or expanded towards your next significant marker or event on your life plan. But because when we are born here, like for starters, we are born with this amnesia. Like, we don't even know what our life plan is. Like, what am I here for? Who am I? All of those existential crises that we pass through. And then we're given free will on top of that. We can do whatever we want, whenever we want. We don't have to meet the potential, right? We don't have to. But when we're not meeting our potential, not moving with the flow of our life plan, that's when things start to feel off. That's when we start to feel into dis-ease, or maybe even get disease if we're choosing situations that are, always toxic for us, if we're not learning the lesson, if we're not graduating the lessons, if we're staying stuck, then energy usually becomes stuck within ourselves as well. And they're all signs that we need to move. So Wheel of Fortune is saying, come on, this time, grab one of those handles, come with us. We're going to expand your reality. You won't regret it. So you've got a new cycle opening and you're being encouraged to move with that Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Queen of Cups is coming through, Cancer energy here, and you can see the Queen of Cups gives you the Ace of Cups. And it's really saying there is an emotional new beginning here. Make sure that you use your emotional intelligence and intuition as part of the decision-making criteria. In fact, I just put a post on my Instagram this morning about my personal download on how to make aligned decisions, and we need to use our logic, yes, but we need to use emotional intelligence and intuition, because we're taught to make these sensible, logical decisions, right? From our parents, from, you know, if we go through university, be analytical, all that kind of thing. But my personal belief is that decisions made from that place can lead you out of alignment with your life plan, because it might add up on paper to stay in that toxic job, but it's giving you financial stability, or to stay in that, you know, relationship that you're not happy in because you have security or something like that. The thing is, the ego loves to be safe and loves to stay. But, you know, really, if we start looking through the lens of, well, how do I really feel in the heart about that, and what does my intuition truly tell me, then we can see that just making decisions on logic alone won't lead us to be whole and complete in the full vision of happiness. So Queen of Cups is here to remind you to feel and intuit into these decisions, okay? And maybe consider catching a ride with the Wheel of Fortune, but unfortunately you'll have to go through the initiation. The portal or gateway to that is the Three of Swords, where we do have to sever ties, disappoint somebody, navigate grief or, you know, hurt. Every change has a Three of Swords to a certain degree. Even if we're excited about it, we always close the door on another chapter. Even if we enter into a happy new relationship, we give up the, you know, the time, you know, the full independence of being single, right? And there's a little bit of a grief for that as well. So Three of Swords, but 3 is, of course, the number of creation and rebirth as well. And it's also the gateway to the Nine of Cups. I've got the Eight of Swords here as well. So it's saying, look, to get out of this sort of feeling of entrapment here, we need to go through the initiation of the Three of Swords. It's time to take action. Where you are landing is the Nine of Cups. I am grateful, I am happy, I'm content, I am satisfied. The journey to the Nine of Cups is taken through the 8. Leaving behind what we're clear is not it. So we can find the Ace of Cups, the missing piece. Now, Queen of Cups has got that. She's in our advice. She says if you catch a ride with the Wheel of Fortune, you find the missing piece, right? And you turn 8 into the 9. Wish fulfillment. Really on track. So that's what I have here essentially, Pisces. It's time to take action on the new beginning and use that full package of the decision making and leave behind the safety, security, and stability of the logic-based decision, and move forward into this uncharted territory through the gateway or portal of the Three of Swords. But what you don't know is that the Sun energy is here saying, you know, there is so much growth and potential to be met. Come on, the future is bright. It's really just waiting on you to grab onto that handle of the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm going to leave it there, and if you would like a personal reading, you know where to go. The first link down below will take you to my website. You can check out my offerings. Come along to Instagram if you want daily content from me. Daily readings. As I said, I'm making videos about different angel numbers, what they mean, different types of awakenings. I'm slowly building and expanding on that. Topics that is harder to integrate into the YouTube channel because the algorithm really hates it when we talk about other things, unfortunately. And if I want to keep this channel going and keeping it strong, I sort of need to keep it quite pure on the tarot readings. So if you want that kind of content, it's happening over there, and I'm building that in right from the start of growing my Instagram, so I'm not going to like the algorithm won't throw a wobbly at me. Okay, and that's probably all I have to say. Oh yeah, please do like, share, comment, and hit the subscribe button for me if you did like this reading. I also interact pretty much to all the comments, unless they're haters or, you know, that kind of energy. So yeah, drop me a comment and I will drop you one back. I'm sending you so much love, magic, and healing. Bye for now.